This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. This is a Republic notice. The title of this Republic notice is called The Black Democratic Deception. The Black Democratic Deception. Now, many whites in America always try to offend blacks, telling them they on a Democratic plantation and they in poverty because of the Democrats and this and that and the other, and blacks supposed to be the dumbest people on earth, and they can be so easily manipulated and this and that and the other. Now, these are incorporate doctrines in majority, which means they have no constitutionality. And they go with this blame game, and you know, when they mad at blacks, or just like President Obama got in office, then they accuse blacks of being a Democratic plantation. So in other words, they put the venom of blacks being slaves. This is a constant theme when they can't control blacks. They quickly call them monkeys, slaves, or Uncle Toms. I'm going to do a video about Ben Carson, because they're moving to make a mockery of him, Dr. Ben Carson, who's interested in becoming President of the United States. But let's get back to the point of the Black Democratic deception. Now, they believe that because blacks came out to vote, and they vote or are registered as Democrats, that they are Democrats. And some blacks may believe this too. Some blacks may believe that they're actually Democrats. I mean, this is why it's a deception. And this is, you know, we're living in a time of revelation, and some of these things are going to be revealed one way or another. Now, the easy thing to understand is this: blacks are in the constitutional republic contract. They are in the 1 through 15th Amendment constitutional republic supreme contract. Now, it's only because incorporate doctrines in majority are ignorant and have hubris, too much hubris, arrogance, are self-concerned and self-centered, that they don't understand that blacks are in the republic contract, making them the original constitutional Republicans. Blacks are in the republic contract, making them the original constitutional Republicans. It doesn't matter what they register on some little card for some incorporate doctrine people, because they're still in the constitutional republic contract as the constitutional Republicans. Prior to 1871, the Constitutional Republic Party was formed in 1867. A year after blacks became a nation in 1866, with full contractual enforcement rights in all states, territories, and jurisdictions of non-consent, nationality, nationhood, and legality, called the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which had the Bill of Rights as non-consented God sovereign to go along with these new non-consenters in Reconstruction, that they made the constitutional citizens. And the black men formed the Republican Party in Texas in 1867, along with our holy Gentile Ephraim brothers. Blacks are automatic a constitutional republic. But when you have 200 million Satan phallus suckers looking for trinkets from globalists and banksters, they want to ignore this contract, and they want to pretend blacks are democratic and on a plantation and are docile because they don't want to acknowledge this supreme contract, because them acknowledging this supreme contract, then they would have to admit that they're the docile ones, and they're on a globalist plantation, and they're debtors, thieves of incorporate doctrines, and bond children of bond women. They would have to admit blacks can hold no debt because the Constitution has no debt. That's why it's always called public debt. The Constitution is the republic. You never heard the word republic debt. All you heard is public debt. Constitutional citizens are the constitutional republic citizens. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, for to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But somehow they don't want the republic to have the justice. They don't want the republic to stand. They don't want to acknowledge black constitutionality and black constitutional citizens as being the chosen of the republic, you see. So they follow the media beast, and the media beast propagandizes blacks as being Democrats. And then they say blacks is on a Democratic plantation, as if the Constitution that hold blacks and the reconstructive amendments and the Bill of Rights don't exist. It hurts their brains for it to exist. So the only way they can cope is to say we're on a plantation. And even if we go along with this nonsense, we're still constitutional republic, supreme contractors, and we're constitutional original republicans. Who's in this so-called Republic Party now? We are. We're the constitutional Republicans. You got a de facto incorporate doctrine, hijackers calling themselves Republicans of incorporate doctrines, and they've hijacked, and that's why they have a propaganda war for the hijacking, to make blacks think they on a Democratic plantation, and for the black Democratic deception. See, you have all people in America that's part of this deception. All of them have participated in this deception, including blacks, if they haven't spoken out and acknowledged their constitutionality. And the reason they go along with it is because somehow they feel as though Jesus Christ going to come in, and Jesus Christ is already there, and Jesus Christ is their protection as the God of Israel. Now, so when they register Democratic and they vote, they're still voting constitutional republic, because no voting card can supreme the Constitution. Even when blacks voted on Proposition 8, they voted the constitutional republic, which means that gay marriage is banned forever. The constitutional republic voted yes to Proposition 8, marriages between a man and a woman, which coincides with all persons born from a man and a woman, 14th Amendment, constitutional republic, non-consent jurisdiction, to do otherwise, to say otherwise, to pretend otherwise. So it doesn't matter what party they register with. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and they're constitutional citizens in the constitutional republic. So this is a big deception of them being docile Democrats. Okay? Docile corporate doctrine, globalist, phallus suckers, who's going to be docile some more for your whorish trinkets. While the system is falling down, you're still going to seek a corrupt system, go along with the globalists, and pretend the Constitution don't exist and pretend blacks are not the supreme authority so you can suck the globalist frolics and see what they have for you and pretend a black democratic plantation. Ha 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 ha. You're funny. This has been Mary Omni from the House of King David.